Right, g'day everyone. We got a little session today. Just doing a bit of machine maintenance. Remember, clean your machine. Clean your machine. Get in under the wheels. Make sure it doesn't make a tap. See all that sort of stuff that comes off. That's what we want to be doing. Luckily, I'm the only one using this machine, so I don't have to worry too much about the old handles. But it's good to keep it clean. We're going to do a continuous row today. Probably had a look on the board behind me. So basically, it's 32 minutes. But we just break it down into the 8-minute segments. So 4 8 to 32, and we're just going to increase the rate each time. Okay, so really straightforward. Not going too high. It starts getting a little bit quicker towards the end of those, the sort of third and fourth one. But from all the things we've been doing, same old. We don't need to be going super quick. We want to get a good speed at that 20, and we just want to see an increase. Okay, and the body, the heart rate's going to get a bit higher. Breathing's going to get a bit heavier. The focus is going to shift a little bit from being clarity on technique to being probably a bit more tense because we're getting fatigued. So those are the type of things that we've got to make sure we keep under control. So it should be looking for a nice change in speed, focusing on hand speed, focusing on that acceleration that we talk about. Remember, we do want to try and create a really good movement at 20. We want to get good speed, a good work rate. Okay, so good push, relax. So when I talk about work and then rest, work and rest, we want to get that good rhythm. And when we step it up, we find the ways to do it easy without overworking it. So when we go from 22 to 24, we're not necessarily adding a lot more power in relative terms because we don't need to add 25% more power. We only need to add like 5% more power, but we're doing it more strokes. So there's 2 more strokes. There's an extra 600 watts per minute, whatever we're producing, and therefore that all equals out to be another 20, 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever watts per stroke. And so that's where the extra power comes in, is by a little bit more power and speed of the legs, and we get that speed on our machine. Okay, so really simple, and that's the things we want to look for, because when we start going 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, we can't really be really powerful at 34, 36 rate. It's just impossible. There's no way you can be really strong. You've got to be quick, and you've got to use that speed and the power that you've got in your legs. You can't just try and rip off 600 watts for 5 or 6 minutes. It's not going to work. The best guys in the world are still only hitting that sort of 450, 500 watts while they're doing their 2Ks. Yeah, it's different when we're doing stuff at 500 meters or a minute. Those get up to the high stuff. But what we're doing here is we just want to see that nice progression, almost linear, even though it does become exponential. We would just want to see that little bit of change through the time. Okay, so now that I've done my warm-up and I've sat here and talked for ages, I'll have to warm up a little bit more while we're into the piece. Okay, but just go to single time. No, hang on, where are we? We're going back. We're going intervals, we're going time, and we just change that top one to 8, and we just leave the rest as 0. Okay, that's it. That's all we've got to do. And that will be perfect. So it'll just click over on the 8, and we just keep going. Okay, so you have your drink and stuff now, because we want to just make this sort of a continuous row. We don't want to have a break in between. We basically want to let it tick down, go across the time, bang, straight into the next piece. Okay, so let us be friends with the rowing machine as much as we can be friends. But remember, always, we're doing good work. We're doing good work on the machine. We're getting some good fitness out of it. And we're looking for technique. Now, the other part too, I won't keep you too long, I talk about the posture, your core. We don't have to be really tight here and sitting like this, okay? Because if naturally you've got a little bit of a curve in your back, whether it's upper back, lower back, it's fine. You know, like that there is a weak position because the body's too much curved, can't get the load. But if we're using the core, the obliques, the lats, and we're sitting like this, that's fine, okay? But we've got to find something, and we've got to think about it. We don't just go, okay, that's all I'm going to do. Does it actually help if I sit up at the front, or does it help to be a little bit bent? What about at the finish? Does it help being like this and focusing on the core, or do I actually feel stronger in my lower core? So then I do slump a little bit, not slump to that extent that you're sort of hunched over in the upper body. We've just got to find things that are working for you, and then slowly think about them and put them in a little bit of a stronger position. Because remember, the bodies need to adapt. We can't just sit with what we're doing. We've got to try and push them a little bit harder, work the core a little bit more, the upper core, the obliques, that type of thing. And even at the front, being a little bit stronger in terms of the hang and the length, and those things we create over time. Okay, so we just keep working on it. And there goes my splits. Right, so let's work out. Okay, I'll just reset this, get into it, 8 minutes, and bang, we're away. Speaking too long. And you'll probably be the same. You're probably listening to me going, Jesus, Eric, shut up. Okay, let's go. Right, 20 rate, first 8 minutes. Oh, I don't have my watch. I'm going to get my watch. Now, is that not the fastest you've ever seen anyone go and get something? And I'm not up to editing my stuff. This is real life, people. This is real life. Okay. On the water, rowing. There we go. Indoor row. Here we go. Right. Are you ready? Row. Bugger off. Yeah, so we start off being loose. Start off getting that good length in the flow. We look to try and hit the rating first, okay? It's always good to try and get rate, find the rhythm, then slowly build the power on top. And so once we've sort of got into that groove, we feel the leg and the body, and we get that push. We start settling into our numbers, trying to hit our speed. Remember, something we can maintain. Gets a heart rate to a good level. Good working level. Gonna get a bit of a puff on. Gonna start sweating. Gonna have a good workout. So nice and loose. Feeling the flow. Feeling the rhythm. Continuous motion. We're stretching out the bodies. While still staying relaxed. Really good. That's nice. Really good. Feeling that push. Legs and bodies. And to leave the arms long. Almost feel like they're getting pulled out of the socket as we push away. As we try and push the erg away from us. Remember that feeling. Keeping that connection right around the front. As we change that direction. No slip. Really good. Nice. Nice flow. Feel the rhythm. We get a good consistent rhythm and you feel how to do it now. We can take that up through the ratings. The finish with the handles, moving away. Feeling the chain draw us forward. There you go. Nice. Just sit down on that rhythm, looking at speed, looking at your average, because we want to increase when we get to the changeover. Good. Keeping it long. Nice. You're really good. Good focus. Remember that long push. Pushing all the way. Pushing the legs off the body, body off the leg. Feeling that momentum around the finish. Good. Really nice. Good. So we keep that mental focus on our zone, the rhythm, the ratio, that work, and then rest feeling, relaxation. Good. Breathe in with it. You're really good. Ready to change? Yeah, 22. The things just moved quicker. You'll notice the speed just got faster. So we spend this first minute just moving with the speed to hold that rating. Good. Remember the legs go down quicker. Momentum. Good. Really nice. Breathe into it. Find that relaxed zone. Remember, it's a pendulum. You go back and forward. Good. Now focus on your splits. You want to maintain. You want to be working, but comfortably. Breathing. Feel the body heating up. Keeping a focus on our technique. Good rhythm. Focus around the front. Picking the speed. Good. Yeah, nice. Really good. Sitting tall. Remember the seat. Comes underneath. Feel the stretch in the ankles. Reload the feet. Good. Good flow. Nice. Remember that swing and draw. Use the core. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze together as the arms draw past the body. Try and keep them flat. They might go down a little bit. Just remember, we don't want to be too high like that with the draw. Chest height, just underneath, through to the sternum. Trying to keep that chain really level, good plane. Good push, good rhythm.
Nice. There's a heads up. Keep that breathing going. I'll keep that momentum. Quite hard to work and talk at the same time, but it's good. It's giving us the focal points. I'm giving you things to work on. So the focus, stretch off the back naturally, not too animated like that. Okay, we do that, they sort of pop the knees up too tight. We want to have a flow, natural. If you feel your knees are sort of touching that, you do have to stretch a little bit more through the hips. Good. Nice. Really good. Good momentum. Good flow. That's nice. Final minute. Do we feel this ratio and the rhythm? And we're just going to look for that little bit more acceleration in these next two pieces. The work will come with it. We want to hold this hang, the swing, the momentum, the heads up, the looseness, that work and rest ratio. It's just going to happen a little bit quicker. Here we go. Now, removing that quickness. Good. Remember, just think of the speed of the legs, speed of the body. Don't work too hard. Just look for that speed drop with the speed of body and legs. Good. Now we settle into this rhythm and we maintain it. Good. Really nice. Really good. That's nice. Remember the hang. Good rhythm. Moving the hands. That's good. sitting tall. Good. Feeling that push. Both feet. Let's focus that around the front. Body speed off the left. Swing back. Good. Remember, metronome. Holding the flow. Easy as possible. While holding that split. It's all about efficiency. Good. Connect. Around the front. Really good. Good, nice rhythm. Good flow. Good momentum. Remember that, feel the push and the swing. Keep those arms long. Hang under the armpits. Keep the clarity, focus. Feel that around the front. Feel the change, speed. Back up and push. Good. Good. Feel that momentum. And the ratio. Work and rest. Nice. Keeping it long. Keeping it free around the finish. Remember, elastic, reasonably loose, while still trying to hold posture, composure. Listen to the machine. One sound, one drive, one push. Nice. Good carry. Load the feet. Remember, with the momentum forward. Breathing. Hands come to us. Move them around the finish. Holding that length, sitting tall. Heads up. Keep the breathing in control. One more piece to go. It's all about efficiency, remember that. Breathe. We don't need a huge change in speed. We need to make it easy and accelerate it. Here we go. Move the hand. Good. Keep it there. Here, focus the movement. Good. Nice. Feel that push. Swing. Accelerate. Feel the core. Front and back. One push, both feet. A nice rhythm. Keep it free. Both feet again. Remember, loosen the shoulders. Hang. Feel the momentum. Goes up the length. Set up. Off the back. Breathing. Good. Focus. Work and rest. Try and find that rhythm. Holding the split. Good. All right. Hold there. 5 minutes to go. Feel that push, both feet. Remember the body. Swing. Long arms. Core. Speed in. Speed out. Continuous motion. Yeah, both these. Remember that connect at the front, rolling round, not in and out. Yeah, keep it long. Keep it breathing. Relax the face. Head up. No tension in the shoulders. Flat. Big muscles. Push and hang. Long drive. Pressure against the handle. Good. Good push. It's only 2 minutes. Hang. Yeah. Sitting tall. With a push. And the leg. Open body. Feel that acceleration. Suck it in. Coming down. Final minute. Hold the hang. Here we go. 26 strokes. Hold it long. Good. Feel the push. All the way. Final few. Good. Just hit your menu if you can. That'll just save it to our memory banks. Really good. That was nice. Start having to really work for it. And good sweat on there towards the end of that last set. That's the idea, you know. We've got to be able to progress through the ratings while we're doing a row. And we've got to do it while we get the speed. You know, there's most common misconception, and with people using the machine, is that they can't create the speed low enough at 20, 22. And it's a fact. It's just how people get on the machine. They rate, they don't put the power in behind it, okay? But to get the better school of thought is you want to feel the resistance from here all the way to there. okay, and in certain fashions, okay. And what I mean by that is that at 20, it feels like this, and then it's slow here. At 24, there's more speed, there's more hand movement, okay. And it's not much, as I say, the biggest thing is that there's not a huge amount of pressure increase. It's acceleration increase. So yes, there's a little bit more power, but not much, you know. We might only be sitting on 200 watts, and all you've got to do is produce 210, 220 watts, which is a very, very small incremental change, okay? But the heart rate increases, the fatigue increases, the muscle work increases, and that's the best part about it, okay? And if we're not fit enough, these are the sort of ratings that we want to stick to. And we'll do a little bit more. Like at the moment, I've had quite a bit of time off, and I know I need to be doing some good work at these ratings to really just build up that aerobic, that long aerobic work, and then just touch into these mid ratings to higher ratings as we go along. Okay, but still having to produce that work. Okay, so have a good warm down. Just flush the active recovery. Had a couple of guys do a 2K last week in the Sub New Zealand squad, in the sort of development squad. Classic. Want to finish and lay on the ground, keep it moving. It's hard at the time because you're completely spent, but it does make it better for your recovery. And that's what we do here. If we can avoid just getting off and going because we're in a rush, all we've got to do is 2 or 3 minutes like this. See, and I feel great, you know, but when I finished after 30 seconds, I was still feeling it. Okay, so great work, great aerobic push. I'm a big fan and a believer now that I'm not an elite athlete that we need to keep cheating ourselves mentally in terms of doing the time, because I know we need to do the time, but cheating ourselves in the way that we see that time, okay? And that's why I try and structure everything, you know, so we don't have to look at a big time and count it down, because sometimes you might feel like it, whereas other times we do something like that. We've just done 32 minutes, but a warm up, but a cool down at the end. So, you know, close to 40 minutes of pretty much consistent the whole time. And that's perfect. That's where we need to be sitting. True believer, anywhere 30 minutes, 45 minutes in that area is really good. You know, once we get fitter, probably need to do a little bit more time on occasions, but that there is a great piece of cardio for the day. You know, doing something like that is literally like being on the bike for 50 minutes to an hour. It's like going out and pounding the pavement for 40 minutes or more. The rowing machine is the best machine that you can use for all body fitness, you know, and all you got to do is look at the sweat that starts coming off you, the heavy breathing, your heart rate, your lungs having to suck in that oxygen, and that just shows you what we do on these machines. Okay, great machine. I know myself, I'm a big guy, you know, I'm over 100 kg. I can't run. My knees will just blow out. I can do little bits here and there, bit of circuit stuff. That's fine, but I cannot pound the pavement. You know, and that's the best thing with these machines, being able to do that. So if you guys are the same, or if you're just like me, actually, you see the benefit, you know it's better than anything else you can do, awesome. Okay, till next time, keep it up. Remember, sensei.com. Check it out. Keep it up. Awesome. Cheers, team.